Let's see the fear.
With TNA Sacrifice live tonight in El Paso, Texas on TNA Plus, we welcome you to Xplosion. On this episode, Gia Miller goes around the ring with Ryan Nemeth. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week, in case you missed it. And in our main event, it's Jason Hotch taking on the debuting Man Like DeReiss. But first, it's From the Vault, presented by TNA Plus. Xplosion starts now.
Eddie Edwards making a beeline for the ring, making a beeline for Sami Callihan, and you knew it would start like this. Eddie Edwards in the heartland of America. Thank you to House of Hardcore for this match, because Impact Wrestling Management told Eddie Edwards it will not happen in the Impact Zone. You want to get your hands on Sami Callihan? Find someplace else to do it. A street fight has no rules. This will not be a wrestling match. This will be a fight between Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan, and it's on right now. It'll end in pinfall or submission. And Eddie Edwards says it will end when I say it ends. What lengths will Eddie Edwards go to get what he feels is vindication against Sami Callihan? It all started months ago when Sami Callihan took a baseball bat and drove it through a steel chair through the eye of Eddie Edwards, nearly ending his career. Eddie Edwards would spend the night in a hospital bed. He broke his orbital bone. His nose was shattered. Eddie would return and would go right after Sami Callihan. Callihan doubled down. Callihan went after Eddie Edwards' wife, Alicia Edwards, in a hospital room. Sami Callihan is a vicious and vile and disgusting human being. In New Orleans at WrestleCon, they went one-on-one in an I Quit match. Eddie Edwards was never gonna say I quit. Sami Callihan was again going to do what he did to Eddie Edwards and smash his face in. Don Callis throws the towel in. The match ends. Callihan goes after Don Callis in Toronto. And here we are. A street fight in a match that Eddie Edwards said, it's over when I say it's over. Some could argue that Eddie Edwards has gone off the deep end, that he's gone too far. But I ask you to put yourself in the situation that Eddie Edwards has been in, to have your career nearly taken away from you. This is how Eddie Edwards provides for his family. It's how he puts food on the table every night from professional wrestling. And the contemptible, despicable, disgraceful, sleazy Sami Callihan tried to end it. Callihan could have said, hey, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't mean to take the baseball bat and drive it through the man's eye. But Sami Callihan would tell TMZ, I'm not sorry. I'd do it again. So is Eddie Edwards justified in the level that he's gone through to get revenge on Sami Callihan? Steel chair thrown into the ring, and I don't think Eddie's done putting weapons into this ring. Callihan up, and Callihan with a lead pipe to the midsection of Eddie Edwards. And what the hell does he have here? Some sort of a spike? Some sort of a steel spike? He's gonna try to drive it through the man's eye. Sami Callihan is disgusting, and Eddie's got a thumb in the eye of Callihan. An eye for an eye. In a wrestling match, Eddie Edwards beats Sami Callihan 10 times out of 10 times. In a street fight, I don't know. Callihan's corrupt. He's a delinquent. Now they're fighting on the entryway here as Callihan just using whatever he can, whatever weapons he can find to take apart Eddie Edwards. Sami Callihan, Death Valley driver. Oh my, as you look one more time at what Sami Callihan just did to the body of Eddie Edwards, a Death Valley driver onto the entryway, onto a stage. And Callihan again, using more and more weapons, whatever he can find. Eddie Edwards came out fast and furious, came out hot. Callihan survived the storm. And now this repugnant, noxious human being can do what he does best to Eddie Edwards. Eddie could have been done with Sami Callihan. Impact Management was set on firing, and rightfully so, firing Sami Callihan. Eddie Edwards begged and pleaded his case. Sami says thumbs up, thumbs down. On the apron here, Callihan looking for a pile driver. Eddie's sitting low. Eddie's got to get out of this situation. Steps out and a big shot off the head of Sami Callihan. And now it's Eddie Edwards' opportunity. A DDT on the apron. A DDT from Eddie Edwards plants the face of Sami Callihan. What is it going to take to win this match? What is it going to take to end this rivalry? When will Eddie Edwards say, I've gotten enough retribution? I've gotten enough revenge for what Sami Callihan has done to me. Remember what Eddie told Tommy Dreamer earlier. This ends when there's no breath left in the body of Sami Callihan, when he stops breathing. Tommy Dreamer feels it's an unhealthy obsession, and if anyone knows it's Tommy, what he's gone through in his career with Raven and ECW, and he's seeing Eddie Edwards do that to this day. And now both men with lead pipes in their hands, back and forth they go, trying to annihilate and destroy one another. We may see a career end tonight, and Callihan got caught. Right to the midsection from Eddie Edwards, right to the face of Callihan, who's down and out. Eddie Edwards can pin him right now. Eddie Edwards can end this all right now. There's no need to tie his arms in a crucifix on the top rope and beat him with a kendo stick. Pin him. Get your vindication and end it. That's not what Eddie Edwards is going to do. Eddie Edwards is looking for more weapons. What else does he need? Kendo stick in the hands of Eddie Edwards. Eddie should be thanking House of Hardcore and Tommy Dreamer for even housing this match after Impact officials said, nope, not here. We're washing our hands of this situation, and it's because of this. Kendo stick off the knee from Eddie Edwards to Callihan. Trying to cripple the man. Tees off on the other side. Eddie Edwards wants to trap Sami Callihan in the ring and imprison him. Eddie Edwards has been a great friend. That's just disgusting from Callihan. Spitting in the face. Do you want to further try to go in? A low blow from Callihan. Last ditch effort from Sami. Looking for the get out of here to the shoulder of Eddie Edwards. Covered by Callihan. First cover of the damn match, and a kick out at two. It continues. What is it going to take to end this? I've never seen Eddie Edwards like this in all the years that I've known him. He's a fun-loving guy. We talk about sports and the Boston Celtics and the New England Patriots. This isn't the same Eddie Edwards. He's a man possessed. Sami Callihan has always been this horrid, this disgraceful, this nasty, And now Callihan has control. And what will Sami Callihan do now? Thumbs up, thumbs down from this disgusting man, and Eddie Edwards goes low. Eddie Edwards feels turnabout's fair play, and a low blow to Sami Callihan. Eddie looks back, sees the steel chairs, and the wheels are starting to spin in the mind of Eddie Edwards. He's looking to suplex Callihan, and Callihan turned Eddie inside out, bounces off the steel chairs, and Eddie Edwards kicks on it too. Through sheer force, will, and determination, Eddie Edwards stays alive. Watch this one more time. Eddie thought he was in control. Sami quickly turns it around. And Eddie just spit in the face of Callihan. Knee first into the jaw. Sami Callihan has one weapon left at his disposal. Sami Callihan just pointed to the Callihan Slugger. It was the baseball bat that started this entire situation. The very bat that Sami Callihan drove off the face of Eddie Edwards. And Eddie, Boston Knee Party! Boston Knee Party! Shoulders down, and Eddie Edwards has finally defeated Sami Callihan!
Your winner of the match, Eddie Edwards!
Has Eddie Edwards conquered his demons? Has Eddie Edwards finally gotten the monkey off his back? And Eddie Edwards is still going after Sami Callihan. The match is over, Eddie. You're better than this. Winning doesn't matter to Eddie Edwards. He wants to stop the man from breathing. Eddie, you're better than this. Security trying to get Eddie Edwards calmed down. Eddie's having none of it. He's got Sami Callihan where he feels he wants him, where he can end him. Enough is enough, Eddie. Let it go. You won the damn match. Somebody get Sami Callihan out of here. Here comes Tommy Dreamer. At what point does Eddie Edwards become the villain? At what point does Eddie Edwards go too far? Tommy, talk some sense into him. This has gone too far.
And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5 tonight, it's TNA Sacrifice in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA Plus beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will see the first cage match in TNA wrestling in over 5 years as the System and the Colognes battle Nick Nemeth, Leon Slater, one half of the tag team champions Matt Hardy, Elijah, and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. At number 4, speaking of Hendry, Immersed is back with an in-depth look at Genesis 2025, the night that Joe Hendry dethroned Nick Nemeth for the TNA World Championship. Check out the latest edition of Immersed now on TNA Wrestling's YouTube channel and TNA Plus. At number 3, speaking of TNA Plus, you asked and we delivered. New plans and pricing are now available for TNA Plus. Seasonal passes are on sale for an extremely limited time. $49.99 gets you 3 months of TNA Plus and Sacrifice tonight. And April 27th, TNA Rebellion pay-per-view live from the Gallon Center on the campus of USC in Los Angeles. Passes will disappear April 11th, so grab yours now at watch.tnawrestling.com. At number 2, this has been a busy week for TNA's biggest stars, not only on Impact last night, but earlier this week, live on NXT. It was Roadblock on the CW from the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where we saw the reigning X Division champion Moose battle the ruler, Oba Femi, for the NXT Championship. The question is, can Moose focus on tonight and retain his X Division title against Jeff Hardy in a ladder match at Sacrifice? And at number 1, Jeff Hardy is still a TNA World Tag Team Champion, by the way, because Matt and Jeff successfully defended their championships this past Tuesday night at NXT Roadblock against the NXT Tag Team Champions, Fraxium. It was a hell of a battle at MSG, and now Matt Hardy has to climb into a cage tonight at Sacrifice. Still to come, Jason Hotch goes one-on-one with Man Like DeReiss. You do not want to miss that. But coming up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring little brother Ryan Nemeth. That's next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Gia Miller, and today we are sitting down with none other than Ryan Nemeth.
I can't believe this. Thanks for having me. I was just thinking, when am I going to finally get on this show? This feels great.
It's a prestigious position. I mean, and you were in the right place at the right time, near the coffee, and not doing anything.
You know, that's the story of my life, just kind of being around.
Yeah, hey, that's exactly how I got this job. So
perfect.
Right place, right time, and now we're gonna roll with it. So welcome, thank you for sitting down with me.
So many legends have been right where I am right now.
That's very true.
I can feel the power.
It's very true. A lot of people have sat in that seat. I don't necessarily know in that particular seat.
I think it's this chair. I can feel it.
Yeah. You can feel the residual energy.
Yeah, you can ask me anything. I have a lot to get off my chest, so anything.
Speaking of on your chest, what's that? Who's this?
I'm so glad you asked. This is a possum playing a banjo.
That's incredible.
And is it clear? Am I wrinkling it or am I showing it?
Oh no, you're showing it.
So this was a Christmas gift from my girlfriend Anna, and I will tell you that recently I liked this shirt so much that I went behind her back and ordered a second one. So this might be the double.
Wow!
Because I really love this shirt.
It's awesome.
She also got me a beaver lifting weights. I said, hey, don't be offended. I got 2 of these now because I loved your gift so much.
Wow.
She was charmed.
I mean, I would be too. I'm a big possum fan. The only native marsupial to North America.
North America, that's right.
And you know what? They get a lot of heat. They get a lot of flack.
I think it's because they're not so beautiful.
Right. People
beautiful,
judge.
Yeah.
People judge. They're like, oh, it's just a big rat. It's like, no, it's an essential part of the environment.
We had one in our backyard this year, and it laid there all day and night. And then the next morning, it was gone. We thought for sure it was dead. But I thought, wait, that's their main thing, is pretending to be dead.
He was really good.
He was really good.
He was a method actor.
He was gone, yeah.
It's a great case study.
Hey, if you're watching, great work, man.
Yeah,
that was
great.
good. You're great.
We're talking about you.
Great possuming.
Great possuming. We could, and there's a lot of play in possum in wrestling sometimes. So it's a good, you get to study the source, like truly where it comes from.
I do that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, I did want to talk about something else, something that's not on your chest. And that's
my back tattoo?
Not your back tattoo.
It's the same thing. It's a possum playing a banjo. It's the same exact thing, yeah.
I really expected you to be wearing be adorned in a sash. I hear that you are a winner.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me just bring this out here.
Wow. Oh, and it's perfect.
It's
monogrammed too.
HH for Hollywood Hunk, and I won the Mr. TNA pageant.
Well,
and
tell me about that.
it was grueling.
That's hard competition.
We
I've
had to
done
do
beauty pageants.
talent. We had to do trivia. We had to just kind of stand there and do poses and make pretty faces. And walking for me was the hardest.
That's hard. It's an art. My mama used to make me put on my high heels and walk in the gravel driveway.
Now I should have done that because I was not ready.
So well, clearly you were. You were the winner.
Well, the trick sometimes of these things is if you make your own sash, you often are the one who wins. It was a legit contest. I mean, I smoked these guys, but it does help to kind of bring your own.
So was this your first endeavor into a beauty pageant?
Well, Miss NXT inspired me so much, and I thought there's probably no chance I can reach that, apex, but I tried, and
here you are.
Here we are, yeah.
I mean, hey. This is you have preliminaries, then you have you have levels to this.
Well,
so,
I can't focus on one thing. I'm out there, and for this to be an achievement that I can sit here and like wear on camera is like huge. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and how appropriate. Now everyone that follows you will feel that residual energy of like, Mr. TNA sat here.
That's right, yeah.
Like, I feel, I like to leave a little bit of glitter everywhere I go.
There might be a little glitter left on the seat, too.
And
so you might have glitter on your butt from me, and that's my gift to you.
And you know what? It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Aw.
Ryan, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Please, may I? Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and I wish you luck on any of your future contests.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
I might do Mr. America or Mr. Universe or Mr. Galaxy next.
Ooh, I want the possum.
Mr. Possum.
I want the Mr. Possum. Mr. Possum holding a banjo.
I'll try. Though,
yeah. We can get you a tail, maybe a little pouch. We'll work on it. But anyway, Ryan, thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
This has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, we'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, next on Xplosion.
This is history! I'm here to be the very best!
Tessa Blanchard answers to nobody.
Do you feel the ground rumbling? Who wants to walk with Elijah? It will be carnage at Sacrifice!
TNA Wrestling presents Sacrifice, live from El Paso, Texas, tonight on TNA Plus.
Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
He's so much tougher than you, Tom.
There's no doubt about that.
Real deal.
Can he prove to be tougher than the TNA World Champion?
It'll be Hammerstone against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship when we return on Impact.
And we are back here on TNA Impact at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. This is our main event for the TNA World Championship. Joe Hendry said he would defend the championship anytime, anywhere, against anyone. Well, he already turned away Ryan Nemeth before the break, but the true competitor that Santina Mara had lined up for Hendry tonight is Hammerstone. The great white shark is back in TNA.
The great tan shark. Look at that tan.
Better than yours.
And let's remind the world, in case you're just joining us, that the king of TNA, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian, is here joining us at commentary again.
Thank you, my favorite commentator.
Thank you.
You're a distant second, Tom. Actually, I like Gia a little bit better than you two, so.
Fair play. As these two go nose to nose, Hammerstone looks like he packed on a little, somehow even extra muscle in his time away.
I'll tell you what, I saw him at noon. He gained 30 pounds since then.
He's been away recovering from an injury. He had to have a leg surgery, has since recovered, is medically cleared to compete. But I mean, as a significant size and strength advantage, my concern, Raywalt, is that tomorrow night there's a 10-man tag team cage match live on TNA Plus in El Paso, Texas at Sacrifice. And Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion, is leading his team against the System and the Colognes, who, by the way, the System and the Colognes have the advantage entering that cage match, as we learned earlier on tonight.
Good. I hope he gets eaten alive. He wants to be a fighting champion. That's what happens. You know he doesn't even write his own music?
Is that true?
I've actually written the bulk of Joe's catalog, and there's not gotten one writing credit.
You're not a
You're not getting royalties on that?
No, nothing.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You're a liar.
Yeah, Did you just call Matt a liar? Matt is
called
a
you a
gentleman
liar,
and a
Frankie.
scholar.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But still, this looked like an opportunity for Joe Hendry to provide a much-needed shot in the arm for his team, some momentum going into Sacrifice. And now it's a question of, okay, it's a 300-pound monster in Hammerstone. How does he get past this?
I mean, look, Hammerstone's right here in this situation, one-track mind. All he's got to worry about is winning and beating Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's got to think about this cage match tomorrow. He's got to think about defending his title tonight. His mind is in a bunch of different places.
Right. Sometimes, guys, all you need is brute strength, and Hammerstone has that.
And by the way, as much as it pains me to say it, he's got to worry about Frankie Kazarian with the Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy out here at ringside. And Frankie can call his shot for a TNA title shot of his choosing anytime, anywhere.
I certainly can.
And tomorrow night, Frankie Kazarian will be in action against Steve Macklin live on TNA Plus at Sacrifice, by the way.
Never agreed to that. Never agreed to that. We'll see. That remains to be seen.
Look, all this coming off of Frankie just trying to smarten Macklin up.
Yeah.
Show him the error of his ways.
Just trying to be the locker room leader that I am.
We'll be in El Paso, Texas tomorrow night for Sacrifice. You can get your tickets now at TNAWrestling.com. We'll be in the greater Kansas City area in St. Joseph, Missouri, March 28th and 29th. We're going to be in Las Vegas for TNA Unbreakable ahead of WrestleMania weekend, April 17th. Join us for Rebellion in Los Angeles, your territory there, Frankie, April 27th. We'll be in Irvine, California, May 1st and 2nd. We'll be in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, the greater Toronto area, May 23rd and 24th, and then Elmont, New York, the UBS Arena for Slammiversary on July 20th. Tickets for all these events are on sale now at TNAWrestling.com.
As Hendry just sent crashing into that ring post, courtesy of Hammerstone.
Tom, I've done the research. You're not well liked in El Paso, so be careful, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be applied to almost any U.S. city, territory,
yeah.
country, continent.
Yeah.
Well, Frankie,
municipality.
I do want to focus on this championship matchup. Joe Hendry just went shoulder first into the steel post, and now Hammerstone can tee off.
I mean, smart move by Hammerstone there, taking out the shoulder, the arm. I mean, that it goes a great way in eliminating the standing ovation from Joe Hendry.
Hammerstone looks focused. He looks like a different man.
Again, he's got a one-track mind here tonight. All he's got to do is brutalize Joe Hendry enough to win that title.
This is the beauty of what Joe Hendry has put out into the universe. Responses from Matt Cardona, Hammerstone's former tag team partner, Jake Something, now Hammerstone himself. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. Hendry believes it.
You know, Tom, I want to bring something up. Every time I'm out here, you always question, you turned your back on Eric Young last year. What do you think of Eric Young's actions, huh? See, he's been a scumbag the entire time. I was right. I was the good guy.
I wouldn't say the entire time. I have been the first person to say that what is going on with Eric Young and Steve Macklin is all Eric Young's ego going out of control.
He's a scumbag. I did the right thing.
Yeah. Your ego's been out of control for over a year, Frankie.
Out of control.
Right now, Hammerstone is in complete control. Can Hendry get back in this? The TNA World Championship is on the line. This match continues. Tonight, TNA Impact is sold out at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. This is our main event. Joe Hendry is in trouble in defense of his TNA World Championship. Hammerstone has answered the relatively open challenge that's been put out there by Joe Hendry. Hammerstone has been dominant throughout this matchup. Joining us here on commentary is the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian, with an eye on the world title. Caught out of the air.
That could be it.
Spinebuster trying to win the title. And a kick out there by Hendry.
Joe Hendry's resilient, man. Got to give it to him.
Well, this is technically the second match of the night for Hendry.
I mean,
come on. Come on.
Officially, it'll go down in the record books as whatever Ryan Nemeth attempted to do earlier on tonight. Joe Hendry defeating Ryan Nemeth.
But again, keeping the schedule he's trying to keep. I mean, it's that old, try to work smart, not hard.
Exactly.
That's how you get it. That's how you have a long career. That's how you stay on top for 20 years like Frankie Kazarian over here.
Become a king.
Yeah, but Joe Hendry worked for 12 years to get to this point, and he believes he owes it to the fans who believed in him for all that time to defend the championship with honor as often as he can.
Here's the thing. It's great to work for 12 years, but it doesn't mean anything if you burn out in one.
Exactly. And the fans are owed nothing. I'm owed.
Bingo.
Joe Hendry understands the stakes, not only defending the TNA World Championship right now, but trying to propel his team forward into the cage match tomorrow night at Sacrifice. This would be a big momentum boost for his team.
Speaking of stakes, you ever seen his dumb food fight show? Dumb show online?
Joe Hendry's food fight is available on TNA Plus.
It's rotten.
It's a great show. Single leg drop kick there by Hammerstone.
Nearly takes the head off the champion there. Could this be it?
There you go.
Look at Hendry.
Unreal.
252 pounds of pure motivation. It is the iron will of Hendry that pushes him forward.
Hammerstone, take a look back here. I think he was thinking nightmare pendulum. Hendry, though, in the right place, right time, hits this huge suplex to put Hammerstone down.
This deep in the match, to hit a suplex like that, impressive.
Credit where it's due to the champ.
Hey, Joe Hendry is an incredible champion. I'm an honest man, but he's a sham. He's a snake oil salesman. He's gotten to where he is by using dirty tactics. He's a cheat.
You're a hypocrite who speaks out of both sides of his mouth. So, case in point.
What, just because the man has full control over his
Can we
mouth?
focus,
Whatever.
please? The TNA World Championship is on the line, and Joe Hendry trying to turn away Hammerstone.
Does he insult all the guests like this? Like,
Yes.
Come on, a little decorum, please.
Just you.
And look at this.
The following slam by Hendry.
Yup. Come on, Hammerstone.
He is finding something deep into the fourth quarter here. Can't deny that.
Ooh, look at me. Idiot. Get up, Hammerstone. Oh, yuck.
Now, could this be the closing moment? Could this get the job done for Hendry here?
Hendry grabbing a hold of Hammerstone. Think about the standing ovation. Look at the strength of Hammerstone.
Now Hammerstone with a goozle of his own.
Whoa, on an overhead toss by Hammerstone.
Hammerstone's feeling it.
Look out!
Caught him with a power slam.
Shades of Buzz Sawyer.
Do we have a new champion? Oh, and a kick out by Hendry.
Hammerstone can't believe it. He thought that was it. Take another look at this. Hammerstone able to snap off this huge power slam, but still not enough to put Hendry away.
Unbelievable.
Hammerstone's got to think now, what does he got to do to close this matchup, to walk out of here as world champion? Way
Over
up.
the shoulders. Hammerstone thought he smelled blood in the water. Hendry staying alive, however. Oof. Pump kick there by Hammerstone. German suplex and the release. On Hammerstone, throws it over the power bomb. Shoulders are down, shoulders down. Oh no, a kick out. But look at Hammerstone trying to transition, looking for a Boston Crab.
And he gets it.
And the 300-pounder sitting down on this Boston Crab.
Quit.
Hendry, ever having his back and spine brutalized, is now locked in the center of the ring in this Boston Crab.
Joe Hendry reaching out for the bottom rope. What's he gonna do? Caught in this Boston Crab. Titles on the line, and Hendry is still in this match.
How cheap. Getting to the ropes. How cheap. That's sickening. That's your world champion? That's disgusting.
And he claims to be a fighting champion.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Joe Hendry is staying alive here in this TNA World Championship match.
This lady's voice behind me is so annoying. How do you do this?
On a wing and a prayer, and that's what Joe Hendry is living on right now.
Better put him around. Put him away.
Trying to end this.
See?
Calling for the nightmare pendulum. Shoulders down. Hendry nearly had him. Oh, another pump kick. Going for another German suplex. Hendry stopped him.
And look out!
And a German delivered by Hendry.
Hendry comes alive.
Up onto the shoulders. And down goes Hammerstone.
Hammerstone hesitated when he shouldn't have.
An unfortunate error deep into this title matchup, but Hendry starting to feel it again.
You never see me make a mistake like that.
Hammerstone is stunned. Now Hendry trying to get him up.
Good Lord.
Standing ovation. Cover. Hendry turns down Hammerstone.
He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Here is your winner, and still the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
somehow, some way, Hendry continues this streak of, wait, what the hell?
Wait a minute, look out, we have company here in the Impact Zone.
Yeah, there we go.
The system flooding the ring, going after Hendry, and they're the Colognes.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, come on.
Back up, on its way.
Is Moose wearing scrubs?
The TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys,
Whoa.
Elijah and Leon Slater.
My God.
Whoa.
It's absolute chaos. It's bedlam out here ahead of that tag team cage match tomorrow night.
Moose and Jeff Hardy are going to tangle in a
You
ladder
son of a-
match.
Get away from me, you mark! What's going on?
For the exhibition title and sacrifice.
What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus. This
God,
is
good
insane.
Don't make me get up!
This is insane out
You
here.
want me to join this?
Moose Johnson and Kazarian.
I hate you, Moose! Oh, God!
It is madness tonight on Impact. Tomorrow night will be carnage at Sacrifice.
Up next, our Xplosion main event features Jason Hotch going one-on-one with Man Like DeReiss. This match is next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following contest is scheduled Citizens of TNA. I said citizens of TNA. As your press secretary, it is my duty to not just introduce good, but great. And when I mean great, I mean Jason Hotch, John Schuyler, the Great Hands. Now, before my great hand, Hotch, obliterates his opponent tonight, and we are in full sail, I would like to leave you all with a little motivation, and it goes like this. Life is hard, but it's even harder when you are unintelligent, just like all of you here in Boren, Florida.
Well, Tasha Steeles of the Great Hands making a lot of friends here in Orlando, Gia.
Hey, I am just really happy to not listen to.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. When I say 0-1, you say 2-1. Man like DeReiss, and I'm back with a new one. Rep my city, found what are you on? Best thing from S, no, I can't choose one. Might see me in the bull ring, might see me get to my bling bling. Fam, but I got beef with you. You don't want to sing up on Bush Street. Cause man grew up on white and sketchy, just as much as Tekken scopes. Might see me broadcast live in the telly, rep with a 1-2-1. You think it's it, but found what we on. Go around from town and triple it on. We with a brick pressing for the arms. Yo! When I say 0-1, you say 2-1, 0-1. When I say 0-1, you say 2-1, 0-1. When I say 0-1, you say 2-1, 0-1. Jeez, yeah, 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 yeah. When I say that, 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 when I say that. Yo, 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 TNA Orlando, are you good, yeah? My name is Man Like DeReiss. And I am the lyrical dragon. And when I say 0-1, you say 2-1. 0-1! 2-1! 0-1! 2-1! 0-1! 2-1!
Jason Hotch attacking Man Like DeReiss from behind.
Wow.
Man Like DeReiss is making his official TNA Wrestling debut tonight. And down he goes hard on the apron. And we are joined here on commentary by John Schuyler of the Great Hands. So I've been dreading this.
Shut
up. There it is. There's your partner, Jason Hotch, trying to score the victory here early, jumping DeReiss from behind. Hold on a second. Here's the cover and a kick out. Boy, you're dressed exquisitely.
Oh, thank you. I have to represent the Great Hands, Tom, and I'm here to make Xplosion great again because you two always hurl insults to me and Jason Hotch every single week, so I'm out here to provide unbiased commentary.
Did you buy that off the rack? Actually, don't answer that. I know you did.
Yeah, you're a stooge. Watch my partner. Look at how great he is.
Oh, shots right in the face by Man Like DeReiss. And Gia, we've been looking forward to seeing DeReiss in a TNA ring. Has been a tag team partner of Leon Slater's elsewhere in professional wrestling. And hold on, Tasha Steele trying to trip on DeReiss.
Yeah, no, DeReiss tripped in the ropes. Did you see that?
That was Tasha Steele's getting involved. But Gia, we're pretty excited about DeReiss.
Yeah, we're so excited. I mean, he's been tearing it up all over the world, so it only makes sense that he tears it up tonight in a TNA ring.
I'm very familiar with DeReiss. I've seen what he can do, and I know that he's a very young, up-and-coming superstar, but he is not equipped to take out one half of the Great Hands, my partner, the athletic, handsome Jason Hotch.
Oh, one of you has to be handsome. There's Steele's up on the apron. Once again, getting in the business of Man Like DeReiss. And there's Jason Hotch all the way to the top turnbuckle. Superplex off the top.
Send him packing, Hotch. Let's go.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out there by DeReiss.
Impressive athleticism from Jason Hotch. I mean, you said it yourself, John Schuyler.
Yeah, he's about to finish off DeReiss now in record time. The 0-1-2-1 or whatever he said is about to be 0-1 in his TNA debut.
John, I did receive all of the pre-approved questions that you left me. Thank you. I got them all 30 times you sent them, but they were a little repetitive, so I think we're going to stick to the questions I have prepared for you.
I'm just shocked that somebody here checks the emails.
Down goes Hotch.
Kick out.
Pushing through the pain in his back and a kick out, and it's been a targeted attack by Hotch throughout this match. And John, I do have to ask you about the match that we know is official for Sacrifice live on TNA Plus in El Paso, Texas. It'll be Mr. Mustafa Ali against Mike Santana. How do you feel about that matchup?
Well, obviously Mike Santana.
1 second, cover all in. Hotch had a handful of his pants.
Mustafa Ali is going to wipe the floor with Mike Santana, I guarantee it, just like Jason Hotch just did to DeReiss. I'm going to celebrate my partner losers.
So glad Schuyler could join us, and Jason Hotch just stole one against Man Like DeReiss.
I'm even more glad that he could leave us. Unfortunately, DeReiss didn't pick up the victory, but I think he impressed a lot of people, including the TNA fans tonight.
This is history. I'm here to be the very best.
Tessa Blanchard answers to nobody.
Do you feel the ground rumbling? Who wants to walk with Elijah? It will be carnage at Sacrifice.
TNA Wrestling presents Sacrifice, live from El Paso, Texas. Tonight on TNA Plus.